Hey up and welcome to Callums Corner, now using a professional microphone device. I'm hoping this will improve the clarity of your audio. So tonight I'm doing a video and I've gone back and forth on this, should I, shouldn't I talk about it? A lot of people are probably going to mock me for this, but I've decided what the hell, my channel's never been about likes or views or worrying about what other people are saying. It's just me being myself. I believe I was visited by aliens. It happened when I was about 7 years old. We were living on the Isle of Wight. I had a bedroom, and if you can imagine it, it was a big square, and my bed was facing away from the window. I woke up, it was about 2 or 3 in the morning, and I woke up to this kind of blinding light filling my bedroom. Now, alongside this light, and this light was otherworldly. I've never seen anything like it since. I've never seen anything like it before. It was totally different. Anyway, alongside this light was a total silence. And I know what you're thinking, 2 or 3 in the morning on the Isle of Wight is going to be quite quiet. But no, it wasn't. The Isle of Wight, anyone who's ever lived there will know it has its own noise. I lived in Cowes, very, very close to the river. My back garden almost went down onto the River Medina. All night long there was noise. There was birds, there was the sound of water, there was the sound of ships, there was the sound of the wind in the masts, a little whistling. Anyone who's lived near the coast will recognise those sounds. They were gone. They were absolutely gone. Absolute silence and a total feeling that I'd been transported to almost a parallel universe. The people, my parents, my sister in the house, they were no longer at the same plane as me. I was gone to them now. Anyway, I turned around in my bed and looked behind my headboard. Where my window was had totally disappeared. There was just a passageway of light, and there were these beings coming down towards me. I wouldn't say walking, but I wouldn't say floating either. Maybe a mixture coming down towards me. Not quite like the classic aliens you've seen on the X-Files, more reptilian, I would say, kind of a darker, scalier skin, but with quite long heads. Not hostile in any way, as far as I know, but definitely not from Earth. Well, as far as I know, who knows, we could be made from aliens. The human race could have spawned because a microscopic alien turd floated into the atmosphere or something, who knows, but they were aliens. Anyway, as they got closer, my consciousness just left me, and then I woke up the next morning as if everything was normal, but with the memory of that early encounter. I don't think they've been back to me since. I like to think they do keep an eye on me, but I don't know for sure who does. I don't know whether I was probed or whether I was implanted with something. I do believe that they may have given me gifts in terms of just it's a difficult one to describe. A little bit of reptilian cunning and foxiness, as well as a kind of a knowledge, just an extra knowledge is the best way to describe it. I'm not saying I'm part alien or anything like that, just that I've been gifted by aliens maybe. Many of you are going to say this is total rubbish, I know that, but this is my experience. I've had an experience with aliens. Just because you haven't, it does not mean that it does not happen to other people, and maybe you will in the future. Anyway, this has been Callum's Corner, talking to you about aliens, testing my new microphone. I hope it works and it gives you a better clarity of sound.